So we're going to start with grade 8 maths. So you have to go to aplusstudents.com. There you have to log in using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to go to grade 8 maths. Then you have to select math as a subject and scroll down to grade 8 maths. And we are on the chapter 2 integers. Find the chapter integers, and we are going to start with the topic that is compare and order integers. Got it? So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil before starting the lesson. So let's start with the topic compare and order integers. Got it? Okay, please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important points and the definitions. Got it? So let's start with compare and order integers. So when you are comparing and ordering integers, you have to keep some important points in your mind. The first one is positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers, no matter what the number is. If the number is positive, it is greater than the negative numbers. Negative numbers. For example, you have to compare negative 10 and 1. 1 is positive number. Negative 10 is always less than the 1. Got it? Okay, and the other point is when ordering integers, you can write always the positive numbers first. Like for example, you have to order these numbers 2, negative 3, 1, 0, negative 2. Okay, when ordering the integers, you have to write the positive numbers first. Just look at the positive number, arrange them first. 2 is the greatest, then 1, then you have a 0, and then arrange the negative numbers. So then you have negative 2 and negative 3. Got it? This way you have to order the integers. So these are some of the points related to the topic that is compare and order integers. So let's start with the lesson so that we can do some of the practice questions. Got it? Okay, have you noted down the point on your notebook? Okay, I'll wait for a while. Be quick. Okay, let's start with the examples. So, which sign makes the statement true? You have to compare 2 and negative 1. So, which sign makes the statement true? Yes, I just told positive numbers are always greater than the negative number. So 2 is greater than negative 1. Got it? Okay, so the other example is negative 15 and negative 8. So as the greater numbers are negative numbers are greater in magnitude, that means they are less than the numbers that are smaller in magnitude. Got is negative 15 is much smaller than negative 8 because when you see them on number line, here you have 0, here you have negative 8, and here you have negative 15. So as you are moving far from 0, the numbers are getting smaller and smaller. So negative 15 is less than negative 8. Got it? As the numbers are getting greater and greater on the negative side, they are getting smaller and smaller. Like here we have 15. So 15 is much more smaller than negative 8. Got it? Okay, the next one is which sign makes the statement true? 4 and negative 3. So which sign? Is it less or greater? Yes, it is greater. Good, because the positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. Got it? So 4 is greater than negative 3. Got it? Okay, let's just start the test for this topic. Okay, we are on grade 8. integers, chapter integers, and the topic is compare and order integers. So let's start with the question. On the top right corner you have a test button. Let's just click on the test and start with the test questions. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? 2 and negative 1. So 2 is greater than negative 1 or less than negative 1? 2 is greater than negative 1. Positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, that's the one we just did on board. Negative 15 and negative 8. So negative 15. 15 is farther than 0. So the number that is far from 0 is less than negative 8 is negative 15 is less than negative 8. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, 16 and negative 16. Yes, 16 is greater than negative 16 because positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. Got it? Okay, negative 6 and 10. So negative 6 is less than 0 or greater than 0, less than 10 or greater than 10. Yes, it is less than 10. Negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. Got it? So it is less than 10. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Negative 9 and negative 7. So negative 9 is less than negative 7 or greater than negative 7. Yes, negative 9 is farther than negative 7 from 0. So negative 7 is less than negative 9 is less than negative 7. Got it? When you look at it, when you look at the distance of both the numbers from 0, negative 9 is farther than negative 7. So negative 9 is less than negative 7. Got it? Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Negative 8 and 5. So negative 8 is less than 5 or greater than 5? Negative 8 is less than 5 because negative numbers are smaller than the positive numbers. So negative 8 is less than 5. Okay, which words makes the statement true? 7 and negative 7. So 7 is less than negative 7 or greater than negative 7? Yes, 7 is less than negative 7. Sorry, 7 is greater than negative 7. The positive number, you have positive numbers for number first. So 7 is greater than negative 7. Got it? Okay, which sign makes the statement true? 2 is less than 0 or greater than 0? Both the numbers are positive. 2 is greater than 0. Got it? Okay, which words makes the statement true? Negative 1 and 0. So negative 1 is less than 0 or greater than 0? Yes, it is less than 0. Negative numbers are always smaller than 0. Got it? Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Negative 4 is less than negative 8 or greater than negative 8? When you look both the numbers, the distance of both the numbers from 0, so negative 8 is farther than negative 4. That means negative 8 is smaller than negative 4. Got it? But here you have negative 4 is written first. So negative 4 is greater than negative 8. Got it? Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Negative 9 and 6. Negative 9 is less than 6 because as your negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. Okay, what makes this statement true? 4 and negative 3. So 4 is less than negative 3 or greater than negative 3? 4 is greater than negative 3. Got it? Okay, what makes the statement true? Negative 4 and 5. So negative 4 is less than 5 or greater than 5? Negative 4 is less than 5 because negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. Okay, what makes the statement true? Negative 4 is less than negative 2 or greater than negative 2? Negative 4 is less than negative 2. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, what makes the statement true? Negative 2 is less than 3 or greater than 3? Negative 2 is less than 3 because negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. Got it? Okay, we are done with the test. Just click on the back button so that we can on the next lesson. So if you have any confusion, any problem with the topic, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 9 to 5. Got it? Let's just move on to the next lesson, that is integer inequalities with absolute values. So let's start with the let me write down the lesson name. Okay, integer inequalities with absolute values. Sorry. Okay, integer inequalities with absolute values. Okay, let's do some of the practice questions and then okay, so first we have to yes, we have done with absolute values the topic in in the last lecture in the same topic. So let's just compare the numbers. Which sign makes the statement true? So you have to compare 0 and negative 2. So we know that absolute values are always positive. So the absolute value of 0 is 0 and the absolute value of negative 2 is 2. So you have to now compare 0 and 2. So 0 is less than 2 or greater than 2? 0 is less than 2. Got it? Okay, the next example is absolute value of 7 and absolute and negative 9. So 7 is absolute value of 7 is 7 because it's a positive number, and the negative number negative 9. Now you have to compare 7 and negative 9. So 7 is positive number, so positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. Okay, let's start with another example. Okay, the next number is absolute value of negative 1 and 1. So the absolute value of negative 1 is 1 and the absolute value of 1 is 1. So 1 and 1 are equal. Got it? Okay, on the top right corner you have a test button. Let's just click on the test button and start with the test questions. Okay, absolute value, you have to compare what sign makes the statement true. That's I think the one we just did on board. Absolute value of negative 1 and 1. Yes, absolute value of negative 1 and 1. So absolute values are always the positive numbers. So absolute value of 1 equals 1 and the absolute value of 1 is 1. So when you compare both the numbers, they are equal. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay. The next one is absolute value of 0 and absolute value of negative 2. So absolute value of 0 is 0, and the absolute value of negative 2 is 2. So you have to, absolute value of 0 is 0 and absolute value of negative 2 is 2. So now you have to compare 0 and negative 2. So 0 is less than 2 or greater than 2. 0 is less than 2. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? So the absolute value of 7 is, yes, 7. You have to compare 7 and negative 9. So 7 is greater than negative 9 or less than negative 9. 7 is greater than negative 9. Got it? Positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Absolute value of 3 and 7. So absolute value of 3 is, yes, 3, and 3 3 is less than 7 or greater than 7. Yes, 3 is less than 7. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, 0 and absolute value of negative 8. So absolute value of negative 8 is, yes, positive 8. So you have to compare 0 and 8. So 0 is less than 8 or greater than 8. 0 is less than 8. Got it? Okay. Negative 4, absolute value of negative 4 and absolute value of negative 3. So let's just do absolute value of negative 4 and absolute value of negative 3. So absolute, and the absolute values are always positive. So absolute value of negative 4 is 4 and absolute value of negative 3 is 3. So 4 is greater than 3. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Absolute value of negative 9 and 5. So the absolute value of negative 9 is 9. So 9 is greater than 5 or less than 5. 9 is greater than 5. Got it? Okay. So which sign makes the statement true? Negative 7 and absolute value of negative 6. So absolute value of negative 6 is 6. So 7 is less than 6 or greater than 6. Negative 7 is less than 6. Got it? Negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. Okay, absolute value of 4 and negative 5. So absolute value of 4 is, yes, 4. So 4 is less than 5 or greater than 5. 4 is greater than 5. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is absolute value of 9 and absolute value of 5. So the absolute value of 9 is 9 and the absolute value of 5 is 5. So 9 is greater than 5 or less than 5. 9 is greater than 5. Got it? Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Negative 3 and absolute value of 6. So the absolute value of 6 is 6. So negative 3 is less than 6. Got it? Okay, 3 is 3 and absolute value of 2. So absolute value of 2 is 2. So 3 is greater than 2. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, absolute value of negative 1 and negative 8. Absolute value of negative 1 is 1, and you have to compare 1 with a negative 8. So 1 is greater than negative 8 because positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. Okay, you have to compare 2 and absolute value of negative 2. So absolute value of negative 2 is 2. So 2 is equal to 2. Got it? So they are equal. Okay, the next one is, okay, we have done with this test. So you can repeat the test right after this session. So we are going to then we're going to start with the final test of the topic. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? So absolute value of negative 1 and negative 8. So the absolute values are always positive numbers. So that means absolute value of negative 1 is 1 and 1 is greater than negative 8 because positive values are always greater than the negative values. Got it? Okay. What is the absolute value of negative 1? So the absolute value of negative 1 is 1 because the absolute values of negative numbers are always the positive numbers. Got it? So it is 1. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Which sign makes the statement true? Negative 3 and absolute value of 6. So the absolute value of 6 is 6. So negative 3 is, yes, it is less than 6. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, type the missing number. So which number is missing? The numbers are represented on the number line. So which number is in between negative 5 and negative 7? Yes, it is negative 6 because in between 5 and 7 you have 6. So the numbers are on the negative sign. So answer must have a negative sign. Got it? Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Absolute value of negative 9 and 5. So the absolute value of negative 9 is 9. So 9 is greater than 5. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Absolute value of 4 and negative 5. So absolute value of 4 is 4. So 4 is greater than negative 5 because positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. Got it? Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Absolute value of 7 and negative 9. So absolute value of 7 is 7. And 7 is greater than negative 9 or less than negative 9? 7 is greater than negative 9 because positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. Got it? So 7 is greater than the negative 9. Okay, wait, what is the opposite of 9? So opposite of 9 is 9. It's just in opposite direction with the opposite sign. So it is then 9. Got it? Oh, sorry, opposite value of 9. Yes, 9 is a positive number. So absolute value of positive number is a negative number. So absolute value of 9 is, opposite of 9 is negative 9. Got it? What percent of the car models get 24 mpg or less? So we already did with this one. This is the example for box and Whisker plot. So basically the box and Whisker plot divides the distribute the data into four equal groups. Got it? It is the example of box and whisker plot. So the box and whisker plot distributes the data into four equal groups. So it can divide the 100 as 0 to 25%, 25% to 50%, then 50% to 75%, and then 75% to 100%. So basically we have four groups: 0, 25%, 50%, 75% or and 100%. Got it? So the value is 24. So 24 is less than 25. So that means that value is less than 25%. Got it? So the correct option is 25%. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, what sign makes the statement true? The absolute value of 0 and the absolute value of negative 2. So the absolute value of negative 2 is, yes, positive 2. So 0 is greater than positive 2 or less than 2? 0 is less than 2. Got it? Okay, so type the missing number. So the missing number is on the positive side and is in between 3 and 5. So which number is in between 3 and 5? Yes, after 3 we have 4. So the correct option is 4. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? The absolute value of 3 is 3, and 3, you have to compare 3 and 7. So 3 is less than 7 or greater than 7? Yes, 3 is less than 7. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Which sign makes the statement true? Negative 6 and 10. So negative 6 is less than 10 or greater than 10? Yes, negative 6 is less than 10 because smaller numbers, negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? The absolute value of negative 1 and 1. So the absolute value of negative 1 is 1 and the absolute value of 1 is again 1. So both of them are equal. Got it? Okay, type the missing number. So which number is missing? Which number is in between 19 and 17? Yes, the numbers are in increasing order. So they are increasing. That means for each value they are increasing 1. So 17 plus 1 is 18. So the correct option is 18. Okay, what which words makes the statement true? 7 and negative 7. So which is less than or greater than? Yes, greater than because the positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. Got it? Okay, absolute value of negative 4 and absolute value of negative 3. So the absolute value of negative 4 is 4 and the absolute value of negative 3 is 3. You have to compare 4 and 3. So 4 is less than 3 or greater than 3? Yes, 4 is greater than 3. Got it? Okay, what makes the statement true? 4 is less. Then negative 3 or greater than negative 3? Yes, 4 is a positive numbers and positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. So 4 is greater than negative 3. Got it? Okay, what is opposite of negative 4? Yes, it's on the opposite direction. So negative of 4 is on the opposite side. It would be positive 4. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, what makes the statement true? Negative 9 and 6. You have to compare both the numbers. So negative 9 is greater than 6 and or less than 6. Negative 9 is less than 6 because negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. Got it? Okay, what makes the statement true? 2 is less than 0 or greater than 0? 2 is less than 0. Greater than 0, sorry, 2 is a positive number, so 2 is greater than 0. Okay, what is the absolute value of negative 8? So the absolute value of negative 8 is, yes, it is positive 8. Okay, type the missing number. So negative 1, 0, 1, and which number is in between 1 and 3? Yes, it is 2. Got it. You can complete the test later today or right after the session. I am moving on to the next chapter. We have done with this one. So we are moving to the next chapter. Just click on the back button. The next chapter is operations with integers. Got it. Let's start with chapter 3, that is operations with integers. So we have to start with integer addition and subtraction rules. Let me write down the lesson name on board. Okay, the lesson name is integer addition and subtraction rules. Okay, let's start with the integer and subtraction rules. Okay, let's start with an example. So the first example is negative 13 plus 9 positive or negative. So you have to just check them by rules. You don't need to solve them. Got it? So I'm going to write the rules on the board. Just note down the rules. Make sure you have your notebook and pencil. Okay, when you add a positive and a negative number, if the positive number has a bigger magnitude, the result is positive. And if the negative number has a bigger magnitude, then result is negative. The result is negative. So it depends on the number that is great. The sign of the Number depends on the magnitude of the greater number. Got it? Just look at this one. Here you have 13. 13 is the greater in magnitude. That means the answer must be negative. Got it? So you don't have to solve them. You just apply some of the rules and you can tell the answer is positive or negative. So that's the rule. You can note down the rule when you add a positive and negative numbers. If the positive number has bigger magnitude, the result is positive. And if the negative number has bigger magnitude, the result is negative. Got it? Okay, let's just move on to the next example. So the next example is 68 minus 46. Is 68 minus 46 negative or positive? So we are subtracting a smaller number from the larger one. That means the normal smaller 46 is smaller than 68 is greater. That means the answer is positive. So just subtract. You can just subtract and check 68, take away 46, 8 minus 6, 2 and 2. The answer is positive number. Got it? Okay, the next one is negative 3 plus 69 positive or negative? So you are subtracting two numbers with the different signs. So you have to look for the number that is greater in magnitude. So 69 is greater. That means the answer must be positive. So 69 subtract 3 is positive 66. Got it? Okay, let's just start with a test for this topic. Addition and subtraction rules. And let's start with test. Okay, is negative 31 and negative 2 positive and negative? Positive or negative? So you are adding two numbers that have same signs. That means their answer must have the same one. The answer must have a negative sign. Got it? Is 7 plus 8 positive or negative? You are adding two positive numbers. Answer must be positive. Got it? Okay, is 32 minus 89 positive or negative? So you are subtracting the smaller number out of the greater one, isn't it? 89 is greater. So the answer must have the sign of the greater number. The answer must be negative. Got it? Okay, the next one is negative 3 and minus 5 positive and negative? Here the greater number is 5 and 5 is positive. So that means the answer must be positive. Got it? Negative 5 and subtract 5. So you're subtracting negative 3 and negative 5. So both the numbers have negative signs. The answer is negative. Got it? Okay, so 40 take away negative 4 is yes, positive, because 40 is greater in magnitude and it is positive. So answer must be positive. Got it? Okay, it's negative 6 and minus negative 7. So the answer must be positive. Just look at the negative 7. So negative and negative is positive. So it makes negative 6 and positive 7. So 7 is greater 1 and 7 has a positive sign. So answer must be positive. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, is negative 13 plus 9 positive or negative? Yes, it is negative because 13 is greater than in magnitude and 13 has a negative sign. So answer must have a negative sign. Got it? Okay, is 3 plus negative 80 positive or negative? Yes, it is negative because 80 is greater in magnitude and 80 has a negative sign. So answer must be negative. Okay, is negative 7 and minus negative 54 positive or negative? It is positive because negative and negative becomes positive. So 54 is greater and 54 has a positive sign. So answer must have a positive sign. Got it? Okay, is negative 3 plus 69 positive or negative? Yes, 69 is greater in magnitude. So answer must be positive. Okay, is 4 and plus negative 77 positive or negative? So 77 is the greater one and has greater magnitude, so it has a negative sign. So answer must be negative. Okay, is 68 minus 46 positive and negative? Yes, it is positive because 68 is a positive number, so answer must have be positive. Okay, is 1 minus negative 69 positive or negative? Yes, it is positive because negative and negative makes positive. So it is positive. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Oh, we have done with this lesson also. So you can complete the lessons right after the call or later today. You can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? So today we have covered four of the topics. We are doing grade 8 maths. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. There you have to log in using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject. You have to scroll down to grade 8. And the grade 8 we are started from the second chapter, but now we are on the third chapter. So the lessons we covered today are compare and order integers inequalities with absolute values, the final test for the topic chapter integers, and we've started the third chapter, that is operations with integers. So we have done with integer addition and subtraction rules. Got it? So that's all for today. If you need more help, any other topic, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? So that's all for today. See you in the next class. Bye.